This is scenes from a drive-through window, somewhat based on a true story. Intro, Taco Bell, night. Doug is standing in the middle of the floor.
The fast food industry is generally overlooked by the vast majority of people. Everyone seems to think that working in fast food is a really easy job, but in reality they work just as hard as a lot of desk jobs out there and get paid jack shit compared to them.
Two police officers are restraining an old man with a patchy beard and yellow teeth. He is struggling, but they are attempting to pull him out of the restaurant. There is a knife on the floor.
This is fucking ridiculous! I just want my fucking burrito. Are you fucking retarded? What did I do wrong? Let me go! I already fucking paid!
Melissa throws change at Larry. Narration continues as a younger, slightly heavier set girl throws a handful of change at Larry.
Not only do people in the fast food industry get paid as little as legally possible to work harder than most all day, people also look down upon fast food workers. Everyone seems to think they are better than us and feel they have the right to treat us like shit. Granted, some of the people here are kind of sketchy, but that doesn't make them bad people.
A man in his mid-20s with long hair is getting walked out of the bathroom in the back area of the lobby with his pants at his ankles and a Taco Bell uniform on. There is a white substance on his nose. Abby, a pretty young girl also in a Taco Bell uniform, follows them out of the bathroom, pulling herself together with tears in her eyes. I swear, I didn't know she was only 16. She told me she was 19. I wouldn't have even fucked her if I thought she was 18, but because that still feels crazy predatory, man. Come on, bro, let me go. It's just this is a fucking misunderstanding. Officer 2, Melvin and Abby sit back down.
Well, most have their redeeming qualities. But those few dickheads shouldn't cause customers to treat us all like shit. Every one of us is still human, just trying to do our job the best we can and earn some fucking money.
We get a look inside the kitchen, which is a fucking mess. Little to no one in there except for one young kid working on the food line trying to make orders as fast as he can. And the girl who threw the change at Larry working in the window.
Here is my receipt. The last time I was here, the bean burrito was only $2.30. But now you're trying to charge me 20 cents extra, and I demand you to give it to me for the original price.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but our prices have changed since then. That's the new price of the...
This is unacceptable. I demand to speak to your manager. I will make sure you are fired for overcharging me. I bet you're going to go pocket the extra money, 20 cents, you fat whore.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you old hag. Doug, come deal with this old bitch before I see to it that she goes in her sleep.
I don't even have time to tell you how great of a job this is because I have to deal with this bullshit.
Hello, ma'am. Can I... As soon as Doug opens the window, a plastic cup full of ice and Pepsi flies at his chest and splashes everywhere, all over the window area. As the old woman is driving off, she screams, "Fuck!"
Stop trying to take advantage of me and scamming us old people. First the Indians, now the Mexicans. I will have to take my lunch business to McDonald's, where the people in charge are American citizens.
Doug closes the window as the next car pulls up and just stares at Melissa in shock at what just happened.
I really hope she finds a nice Nigerian prince on the internet who will take care of her. Maybe while he's taking her money, he can show her what someone who is from Mexico looks like, because it sure as hell is not either of us. People in the drive-thru really need to just choose between being racist and being old, because the combination of the two just isn't fair to us, or anyone for that matter.
Interior Taco Bell. Chapter 1. Fresh meat and spoiled money. Wednesday afternoon, 5 p.m. Scene opens in the lobby of the Taco Bell with two characters who are introduced in the opening scene. Melvin and Abby, sitting across from each other. Abby looks nervous and in normal everyday street clothes, while Melvin is sitting across from her with a bunch of papers in front of him and a pen in his hand while wearing a Taco Bell manager uniform. Have you ever had a job before?
No, this would be my first job.
Oh, don't be so nervous. I don't bite. Melvin puts his hands over Abby's hand and winks at her as she blushes at him. Now, I just need to know this for the paper, but how old are you?
I just turned 16.
Abby go to the middle of the floor, stand up, and Doug enters on the right.
On the right?
Or you come on my right. You know what I'm saying? Melvin gets up and starts walking towards the kitchen. Abby follows. No shit, I would have thought you were 17 or 18. You're way too developed for 16. Damn, I just turned 18. They just promoted my ass. Abby is taking visible interest in Melvin, but also looking visibly uncomfortable. Hey Doug, this is the new girl, Abby. It's her first day. Can you start with her training? I got another interview to do. Doug stops frantically running around the restaurant getting stuff done and responds.
Of course, just send her back.
Now you're gonna start your training with Doug because I have some other stuff I gotta take care of. But if you need anything, just let me know. Melvin turns around and starts walking towards the skinny gangster-looking man at the front door. All right, let's do this. Shaquem, right?
Yes, that's right. I would like to be blunt before the interview starts. You guys hire felons?
Motherfucker, do you know where you're at? This is fucking Taco Town. We hire felons and kids almost exclusively. Melvin pulls out his stash of cocaine. We say we conduct this interview from the bathroom.
Fuck yeah.
Melissa, Margot, and Ivan walk up next to Doug. Are all working. Doug in the middle, Abby on his left, Ivan and Margot on his right, and Melissa on his far right.
I think you guys are flipped.
Melvin and Shaquem walk into the bathroom, and Abby walks into the kitchen following Doug. In the middle.
All right, so I'm just going to give you the rundown here. You're going to be working on the line, making the food. We will start slow so you can be adjusted, but it'll pick up. You can see that screen by the drive-thru window. That monitors our speed of service. You have to keep that under 330 on average, or else I have to get a fucking earful.
Another new person? What the fuck is with all the new people? They're gonna steal my hours. I need this money. Doug, tell Lacey and Melvin to stop hiring so many people.
Do you think I want to train these new little fucking shitheads either? No offense, Abby, but I can't help it that Melvin fucking hires every little girl and convicted criminal that walks in the door.
Doug turns to Abby.
All right, so let's introduce you to everyone here. The girl in the window with the loud fucking mouth is Melissa. I encourage you not to piss her off. If you would like to leave this job before he leaves.
Damn right, Doug. Tell her how it is.
Cocaine-fueled creep that did your interview is Melvin. He's one of our managers here. Fun fact, he likes to tell new hires he's 18, when in fact he's 26 and has been working here for 10 years now.
Trust me, just keep on pretending that you think he's 18. It's definitely worth it.
Shut the fuck up. No, I do not condone that. That is illegal on so many levels.
What? Since you're a pre-law student and study the Constitution, you think you know what is legal and what isn't?
That is literally what that means.
Stop acting like... Hi, how are you?
Saved by the bell. It's always a sigh of relief when she has to leave me alone to take an order in the drive-thru.
What can I get
From
for
a
you
car in
today?
the drive-thru.
Melissa flips off Doug with both hands.
Okay, now Abby, you see how most of the people here are wearing a headset?
Yeah.
Those are used to take the order of the people in the drive-thru. Now the people on the line are wearing them so that they can hear the other order as they place it to try and get it done faster. So anytime you get fast food, don't be an asshole and constantly switch up your order. Oh, and before I was so rudely interrupted, I was introducing you to everyone. These two on the line are Ivan and Margot. Would you guys like to say hi?
Hi, so nice to meet you. I can't wait to work with you. This is such a fun job. Oh, Doug, can I train her, please? I'm so good at it.
Ivan slaps the screen showing the orders they have to make and points to the food he put in front of her to finish making.
Sorry, Ivan. Didn't mean to slow up the line. I just really wanted to introduce myself to Abby. She seems like an amazing person to work with. And
Ivan once again slaps the screen and points to the screen displaying how long it takes them to make an order. Margot shuts up to focus on work.
Trust me, you don't want to be trained by Margot. She doesn't know how to shut the fuck up.
hey, it's me. You know, you talk just as much as I do, and I am good at my job.
As much as
just
I
wanna-
would love to stand here and listen to you two argue, Margot, I think Ivan might throw a taco at your head if you don't finish that order. And Melissa, you have an order to take.
Hi, how are you?
Gentleman on the starting position on the line, that is Ivan. Don't expect to be able to have a lengthy conversation with him. Or any conversation for that matter. And back there, washing the dishes and making sure we have the food ready for our rushes is Kareem. Now there are a million people who work here because they just keep getting hired. But assuming you stick around, you will meet them all eventually. Alright, cool. Now let's get working. I'll start out teaching you how to make the food on the line from the lobby, or as we call it, the downstairs. Now, do not be confused. There are no stairs in this store. Why they call it that, I do not know. But over here, you don't have to worry as much about time. The only thing you have to worry about is the customer staring you down as you make their food, waiting for you to make a mistake. So don't.
Larry walks in plastered, stands on the left side of Doug, walks over to him. Old shaggy-looking white guy walks into the restaurant with an open can of beer in his hand.
Oh, God, hold on, Abby. I gotta take Larry's order real quick. Good morning, Larry. What can I get for you today?
How the fuck do you know my name?
Because I took your order yesterday, Larry. Now, what can I get for you today?
Oh shit, I'm retarded. It must have been that uncomfortable nap I had behind Papa John's. Let me get a bean burrito.
Are you sure you don't mean a cheesy bean and rice burrito? Because that's the same one you got.
No, just give me a fucking bean burrito.
Okay, fine. That'll be $2.89.
What the fuck? $2.89 for a fucking burrito? That's ridiculous. That's so fucking expensive. It wasn't that expensive before. Are you just retarded and trying to overcharge me? Like last time, it was only a fucking $1.
The burrito that costs $1 is the cheesy bean and rice burrito, not the bean burrito.
Then why the fuck didn't you just give me that then? I'll take one of those. Do I look like I'm made out of money to you?
Larry throws change down on the countertop, and Doug takes the money, puts it in the cash register, and starts going back to make the food. When Melvin runs out of the bathroom. Oh shit, yo Doug, Lacey's pulling up, and she doesn't sound happy. Shit, Larry, what's going on?
Still trying to readjust from prison life? You know how it is, 50 years really messes you up. They shouldn't be able to do that to people. It's not fucking right. They tried to make me retarded.
Well, Larry, maybe you probably shouldn't have murdered your brother then. Anyway, Doug, Lacey seems real pissed. I don't know what the fuck it's about. Apparently she wants me, you, and Sarah in her office when she gets here.
Oh, what the fuck? Go to upstairs with Ivan. Margot, you make the lobby orders.
Doug and Melvin walk towards the office. Larry, Melissa, Ivan, Margot, and Abby sit down. Melvin and Doug stand in the middle of the floor. Sarah enters.
But serious question, why the fuck does Larry remember who you are and not me?
I guess I'm just more memorable. Doug and Melvin get to her office in the back of the store, and shortly after, Lacey comes stormed in, following not long after by Sarah.
You guys know why you're here today?
Are we getting bonuses? I really have good things I could do with the money.
Melvin, we all know what you do with that money.
No, Melvin, it's quite literally the opposite, actually. Over the last 3 days, $900 has gone missing, and since you're the ones who I leave in charge of the shifts, you guys failed in making sure the money was secured. So you have until Friday to try to figure out and track down what happened to the money, or you'll be forced to split the paycheck, forced to split and pay back the sum out of your pockets.
I hardly have enough money to feed my kids. How the fuck am I supposed to find $300?
Well, if you find out what happened to the money, or who took it, then you won't have to pay. But time is the essence.
Why don't we just check the cameras to see where the money is?
The cameras have been broken for the last couple of days, and with the sales down, we haven't had the money in the budget to have someone come fix them.
So you're telling me a multi-billion-dollar company didn't have the money to fix cameras so that they don't lose money? That is a bunch of bullshit, and you know it.
I'm not the one who makes our store's budget. I just have to follow it.
Why don't you have to pay any of the money that has gone missing? You technically are in charge of the store. Why the fuck ain't you at fault?
I just watch over you guys running the store. If I were the one running the store, on one of the days the money went missing, but I wasn't there any of those days.
How the fuck are you not in the store that you are in charge of for 3 days in a row?
Don't question how I run the store, Sarah. Just find my fucking money before your kids end up eating moldy bread for lunch.
Their arguing goes faint as the focus shifts from the office to the employees working in the kitchen.
Hi, how are you?
customer is clearly high and is sluggish to get out his words. Yeah, man. Can I get them taco party packs?
Anything else for you today?
Yeah, okay. Can I get like 5 burritos?
What kind of burritos?
Oh shit, Marv, what the fuck kind of burrito you want? An audible mumbling through the phone speaker. Let me get the cheap fucking beanie cheese burrito.
So you want 5 of the cheesy bean and rice burritos?
Nah, actually give me 7 of them.
Okay, anything else for you today?
Yeah, let me get 7 of them Baja Blast drinks.
Anything else?
Yeah, let me get like 10 of them nachos.
Anything else?
Nah, that'll be it, man.
$107.56 at your second window.
Another car pulls up to the speaker box and Melissa is getting increasingly frustrated. Ivan taps on Abby's shoulder and points to the board with the orders on it.
How do I make that?
Ivan points aggressively at the ingredients to make the item, and Abby makes it and wraps the burrito sloppily. So Ivan rewraps it and points to it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, and do you want that regular or supreme?
Can I have that half Netflix?
The lobby starts to fill up. Margot is trying to take orders and make the customers' food that come inside.
What are we making?
Ivan points at the items that are in the food and back up the board.
Oh, okay.
As Abby is making the food, Ivan picks up the burrito she is making, throws it into the trash can, and aggressively taps the screen with the order on it. Abby is visually overwhelmed and holding back tears. While all this is happening, Margot is running in a circle of taking orders up front, washing her hands, and changing her gloves, making the food on the line and repeating.
Where the fuck is order 379? Hurry the fuck up, we're in the red. Hi, how are you?
Ivan points to Abby, slaps the screen that tracks the speed.
Okay, you can pull up to the second window. Get me the fucking orders. Hi, how are you?
Can I get some help over here, please? I really need help. This lobby is packed. Where is everyone else?
Ivan takes the order Abby was currently working on and throws it in the trash. Smacks the screen, points to the right ingredients, and motions at Margot, suggesting to switch spots. Tears start to stream down Abby's eyes.
Okay, that will be $18.49. You can pull up to the second window. Stop crying and get me my fucking orders! Hi, how are you?
Ivan angrily grabs yet another food item that Abby is working on, throws it into the trash can, and points at her then to the other side of the line. Abby, now sobbing, walks to the other side, and Ivan starts working on line by himself. Margot consoles Abby as the customers in the lobby start to get very rowdy. Rabble, 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 rabble. The focus shifts back to the manager in the office.
Do you guys have any idea what shifts the money possibly could have gone missing during? Whatever dates you come up with, you can check the deposits for the day and save notes and see if there are any discrepancies. I believe in you guys. I trust that you will find the money by my deadline.
Lacey exits the store and walks through all the employees struggling in the kitchen and goes and sits in her car on her phone, which is visible to all the employees from the kitchen.
I really don't think this happened on my shift. I don't mean to brag, but I'm always on top of the money before I leave my shift. So what shift do you guys think could have lost the money?
What the fuck are you on about, cuz? I walked into a fucking disaster on Tuesday morning. There ain't no fucking way that you had all the money under control of that for that shift.
I had pretty good control considering all the bullshit I had to deal with yesterday morning. That closed from the night before was terrible. If we need a suspect for when the money went missing, that's it.
Always so quick to blame it on the closers. You just don't understand the struggle at night, but I don't lose money.
Yeah, sorry, Sarah, you were right. As bad as your closes are, there is no way Melvin is properly keeping track of money.
Listen here, fucker. I'm the best one at my job. I don't make fucking mistakes, and I'm going to make sure those motherfuckers out there have some fucking help. Melvin runs out to the line, sends Margot over to Ivan's line, and hops on line with Abby.
What the fuck is he doing? We need to find this money. I don't think any of us want to just pay this shitty company $300.
End of scene. Chapter 2. The early bird drank too much last night. Tuesday, 9:30. Doug and Keyshawn enter. The scene opens to the store being a complete mess. There is no one in the kitchen anywhere except for Doug, who is taking orders and making food. Doug's hair is slightly longer than it is in the scene where he was introduced. A pedal bike with an engine on it drives up to the door, and a man gets off of it and ties it up to a handicap parking sign outside. The man then walks in wearing a Taco Town uniform, clearly intoxicated.
Elroy, I swear to God, bro, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you. Get over here and fucking help me.
Sorry, bro. I drank a little too much last night. My phone died.
Yeah, I fucking know. It's the same shit every day. Now these fucking morons that closed the store left us a fucking mess that I have to deal with myself all morning, so please clock in and help me clean.
No, I would never intentionally leave you screwed. No matter what, I always show up and I get my shit.
Yeah, I've heard it a million times. Now go clean out the fryers before I stab you with your box cutter.
The tone in Doug's voice shifted from angry to playful. Elroy starts to walk over to the fryer and lifts up the cover left on it overnight.
Oh no, don't do that. What the fuck is that?
What is what?
Doug begins to walk over to Elroy, and the two of them stand over the fryer looking into it in disgust and confusion. There are a few seconds of silence followed by Doug's headset going off.
Hi, how are you? What can I get for you today?
Doug finishes taking the order and starts making the food online as he talks to Elroy.
What the fuck did they do last night? How did they get the fryer oil to be blue?
I don't know, but I just cleaned the fryer yesterday. Apparently, I'm the only person who can keep this shit clean.
Alright, don't gas yourself up too much now. Just clean that shit up.
Elroy is scooping out with a skimmer many large chunks left in the fryer. Elroy scoops out a char-black chicken nugget, plops it into the tray for debris in the fryer, and then picks it up to examine it. As he stumbles back, clearly due to him being a little intoxicated.
Doug, did we start selling chicken nuggets?
Generally, I would hope not, given that this is a Mexican fast food restaurant. But it wouldn't surprise me at all. But if we are, they didn't tell me shit about it.
So maybe the night crew just made themselves chicken nuggets in the fryer without cleaning it? Typical of them, but why is the fryer oil blue because of that?
Dude, we don't really have time to play detective right now. I would like to know as much as you why the fuck the night crew does what they do, but we don't have the time right now. We have to get the store ready before it gets fucking busy, so please just clean the fryer.
Alright. Just give me a second before I pull out the filter and change the oil.
Historically, giving you a second to pull something out has not ended well for you, so just do it now.
Oh, alright. Point taken. I'm on it.
Alright, just make sure to put on the right protection this time.
Doug runs back towards the back of the store. He runs past a sink full of dirty dishes and then jumps over a pile of boxes so he can get to the door that leads to the walk-in freezer. He opens the door and goes to grab a bag of lettuce out of the box. He realizes there is no more lettuce in that box, grabs the box, opens the walk-in freezer door and throws the box out of the pile of boxes that were already built up. He then opens a new box and grabs the lettuce and puts it into a clear bin that was sitting there. That had half a bag of cheese, a mostly empty tray of tomatoes, and 2 open tubes of sour cream with sour cream all over the bags and on the bottom of the container.
A fucking attempt to make it kinda clean would be great. Fuck these night crew motherfuckers. Can't do their job for shit!
Doug kicks the walk-in door open and starts making his way back to the line when an order shows up in his ear. He quickly tries to get back to the line but trips over the boxes on the floor. He falls forward the bin with the ingredients and luckily lands face up. While nothing falling out but a tube of sour cream flies out of the bin and smacks Doug in the face. As he hits the ground, he is now on the ground with what appears to be sour cream on his forehead. Doug just lays there for a second and puts his hand on the headset to take the next order.
Hi, how are you? What can I get for you today?
Can I just get nice coffee, please?
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, you can pull up to the second window for your swivel.
Doug slowly gets off the floor and picks up everything he dropped as he walks past Elroy, then over to the line and throws it under. Elroy is almost done cleaning the fryer.
We got some white stuff on your face.
Doug turns to Elroy and flips him off, and then turns back around to turn on the tiny, cheap-looking coffee machine. The coffee machine is not turning on, so Doug hits it a couple times to no luck.
serve coffee here.
Doug spills the cup of the ice for the iced coffee on the ground, and he proceeds to throw the cup across the kitchen. Doug grabs another cup, fills it with ice, and plays around with the coffee machine until it finally works. The cup takes forever to fill, but when it finally does, he puts cream and sugar in and puts the lid on and opens the window.
Your total was $149.
The customer, who is an old lady, counts out the money in change and gives Doug a handful of change.
Thank you.
Doug hands the lady her coffee and closes the window. He looks up at the timer tracking the speed of service that reads 7 minutes and 10 seconds. He then looks back down worried to see what the old lady is just sitting there, taking her time to get herself situated and drink her coffee. As the time on how long that car has been sitting there goes up continuously, Doug starts to pace in frustration until she finally pulls away.
Man, how are we supposed to make speed when I am the only one who is making food and taking orders? There was a busted coffee machine, and an old lady. Just sit there and eat up the fucking time. Elroy, where the fuck are you?
Another order comes in and Doug gets increasingly frustrated. As he begins to take the order, it is then revealed that Elroy is sitting on the curb outside the restaurant smoking a cigarette. A car flies into the parking lot and serves into the middle of the two parking spots. A young woman in a hijab and a Taco Town uniform gets out of the car and walks into the restaurant.
Good morning.
Good morning, Julia. Can you hop on the line and finish these orders?
Okay.
Julia starts making the food of the orders that are on the screen as Doug cashes people out at the window. As they clear the board, Melissa walks in looking tired and grouchy. Doug immediately runs over to her and throws her the headset.
Good morning, Melissa. There's a present for you this morning. You can't take orders. You can take orders.
I didn't even clock in yet. Please don't make me deal with these assholes this early.
Sorry I get shit done.
Doug runs to the back of the kitchen before Melissa can respond.
Elroy, where the fuck are you?
Doug steps over the cardboard and checks the walk-in for Elroy, but he isn't there. Doug then opens the back door to see Elroy just sitting on the curb smoking. Elroy looks back.
I'll finish cleaning out the fire.
I don't care why the fuck are you sitting out here smoking? You're already 2.5 hours late. We need to get this shit done. I don't feel like getting bitched at by Lacey.
We don't serve anything blue. That's blue. What could turn the fires blue? I'll figure it out.
I got a better idea. Why don't you go fry some nachos and find out what the color they are and take out all this fucking cardboard if you feel like being out there.
Nachos are yellow, so I guess I'll take out the cardboard. Well, I'll try and figure out why the fires are.
Doug, visibly frustrated, walks back into the store and trips over the cardboard on his way in. Elroy then walks in and stumbles over nothing and grabs a few pieces of cardboard and goes back out the door. Doug walks back into the kitchen to see Melissa arguing with a customer at the window. There is also a bunch of food remnants on the wall below the window.
So you gave me $3.08. Your total was $1.92. So your change would be $2.16.
The car she's arguing with at the window has two girls inside. The cars beat the shit and on the inside looks like it is falling apart. They're passing a blunt back and forth between the two of them, and they're blasted rap music.
Are you fucking stupid? We gave you the change so we could get our dollar back with no change. Where is our fucking $3?
Melissa turns to Doug, pissed off.
If their total is $1.92 and they give me $3.08, their change would be $2.16, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Melissa turns back to the window that was already open, trying to keep her cool. These girls are also clearly getting under her skin.
Right. So here's your change and
One of the girls murmurs something under her breath.
stupid fat bitch.
Melissa hands them the food and slams the window shut. Both girls look back at the window in anger and start to say things that are not audible with the window closed. Then suddenly the gas pedal in the car gets pulled to the floor and the car speeds off. Doug turns to Julia, who is staring at the window.
Lacey asked money.
Don't worry, Julia. They got the right change. But good for remembering, we are trying to save money right now. I know Lacey has told me like 2 million times. Can you go make bean and rice really quick?
Okay.
Julio walks to the back of the store and Doug is walking towards the office when the lobby doors suddenly fly open and two girls from the drive-thru burst into the lobby screaming.
I demand to speak to the fucking manager and to corporate. I need everyone's names so I can write them down.
Give us our fucking dollar that we are owed!
Hood Girl 1 throws the change at Melissa, who is trying to hold back her frustration.
I am so sorry about her slamming the window on you guys. I will talk to her about it, but she did give you the right change. So I can give you this free taco coupon and we can call it a day.
You ain't fixing this. I am reporting both of you right now. What's your name, Mr. Manager?
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry about that. My name is Melvin Lester.
We don't want any fucking coupons. We want our motherfucking dollar and that fat bitch to get fired!
I gave you the right change. It's not my fault you don't know basic math.
Hood Girl 1 sprints into the kitchen towards Melissa and gets in her face next to the window.
Love it.
Page 31.
Do you have a fucking problem? I will fuck you out!
Get the fuck out! You can't be back here.
I won't take that level.
Don't make me call the cops!
Fuck that fat bitch.
Doug gets in between Hood Girl 1 and Melissa, attempting to prevent them from fighting.
Julia, call the police and tell them we have trespassers.
I'm gonna give this bitch comments. Get out of my fucking way, bitch! Move!
Hood Girl 2 tries to power her way past Doug, but Doug stands firm. Julia walks towards the door of the kitchen.
Where the fuck are we?
Customer kitchen. No.
Read it again.
Julia! Call the police and tell them we have trespassers!
Sorry.
Julia pulls out her phone and opens up Google Translate as Doug is still holding back Hood Girl 1, while Hood Girl 2 is just standing behind the counter screaming profanities.
Are you really trying to fight a pregnant girl?
He stops trying to get past Doug and starts walking fast back to the door, and Hood Girl 2 follows.
You better count your fucking ass lucky that you're a fucking whore, bitch!
The Hood Girls set the doors flying open and leave the store. Doug walks Melissa into the lobby, who's visually upset. He takes the headset from her in case there were more orders. Julia is standing in the kitchen confused, holding out her phone. That through Google Translate reads, "What did you need me to do next?" To its Turkish translation. Elroy is sitting on the curb in the parking lot, smoking a cigarette next to someone who is revealed to be Larry. But that isn't revealed until after Elroy finishes his first sentence.
I still don't know why the fucking oil was blue like that. What could have caused that? I have no clue.
It could be some meth. I really want some fucking meth. But these retards running this pansy government we have keep raising the fucking prices on shit, so I can't afford my meth.
I mean, I don't know who on the night crew could be able to afford meth. Like, definitely not Jet, and I don't think Sarah's into drugs. But I don't know about those new people. Maybe I'll take that into consideration.
Elroy passes his cigarette to Larry, who takes a big puff.
Do you have $1? I need a fucking bean burrito. And these fucking prices are still fucking ridiculous.
Elroy pulls out a singular dollar bill from his pocket and hands it to Larry, and Larry passes back Elroy's cigarette as he starts to walk towards the door. Doug is on the phone with Melissa sitting in the lobby holding back tears.
Yeah, Lacey, do you think you could check the cameras and find those girls' license plates so we can trespass them?
Lacey answers from a nail salon.
I'm not too worried about two trashy girls giving meaningless threats. I'm more worried about why the speed for today is bad.
I'm sorry we have been busy all morning. I was here by myself until 9:30. It was an awful close last night, and those two girls tried to attack an employee.
I don't give a fuck about any of your excuses. Just like my higher ups won't give a shit. All I need you to do is fucking fix it. Look, I'm sorry you got a bad open from the closers, and we were short this morning. I understand that. All those people are pieces of work, but I really need you to just fix the speed for today so we won't get in trouble.
How about you come fucking fix it, You are never fucking here. You just see everyone that works here as ones and fucking zeros. You are not good at your job, and you don't actually do anything, so I fucking quit. You know you need me, and now I promise you, you will struggle to replace me.
Larry walks into the store drenched in sweat. Doug is standing in the lobby with his phone to his ear and his fist clenched. He is looking out at the window as if he is daydreaming. Melissa is still in the lobby trying to calm herself. Julia is the only one in the kitchen standing near the front counter.
Alright, I'm fucking hungry. Can I have one of them burritos?
Sorry, no English.
Oh, so I can't get a fucking job here, but this GI bitch can? They're raising the prices of my fucking meth so they can protect and pay some fucking terrorists? What kind of bullshit is this?
Doug, customer, front.
Doug snaps his days and realizes Larry is standing in the lobby. He immediately rolls his eyes and gives the headset on his head to Melissa, who has pulled herself together and is walking back into the kitchen.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I get for you today?
Let's see. Let me get a bean burrito.
Alright, that will be $3.89, sir.
What the fuck is this hippie bullshit? $3.89 for a fucking burrito. I got better food in jail for fucking free. 50 years. Fucking free food, and I have to pay $3.89 for this stupid tiny little burrito? First it was the prices on meth, and then the prices fucking little tiny pussy burritos.
Well, I can get you a cheesy bean burrito for $1 off the dollar menu.
Yes, give me that shit. I have $1. Also, could I borrow your phone? I have to call my boss real quick. I can't lose this job. It is ridiculously hard to find a fucking job when you spend time in jail. It's fucking ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of employers are just pussies and missing out on good workers.
I know.
Yet these terrorists that don't even speak English get a job.
I will get you the store phone, alright? But what did you do that you were in jail for such a long time?
Killed my brother.
Okay, let me grab you that phone.
Doug goes back to the office to grab his store phone. He gets there and Elroy is sitting kind of sweaty in the chair in the office. Yeah.
There you are. Dude, get the fuck to work. Why are you just sitting around in here?
Sorry, I was just catching my breath for a second. It's hot outside, and you asked me to take out the cardboard.
Doug looks over to see that most of the cardboard is still sitting there.
Didn't even fucking finish it, dude. Come on.
Don't worry. I'll do it before I leave. You can trust me. I will get everything I need to do done before I leave.
I don't need it done before you leave. I need it done now. And you don't ever do anything besides clean the damn fryers. So of course you can have everything done before you leave.
Doug grabs the phone and walks back towards the lobby and hesitantly gives Larry the phone. Larry proceeds to dial the phone on speaker. The phone continues to ring until it goes to Google Business voicemail.
No, you fucking retard. I don't want Google. I want Dave. I need to talk to Dave. Put me through to fucking Dave.
Larry looks over at Doug.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
That's a Google answering machine. It means he has a business set up through that number, so no one actually answered the phone.
Larry takes a big bite out of his burrito and chews it pretty sloppily. Some of his burrito slips onto the floor, and food flies out of his mouth as he talks. As he is talking, Abby walks into the restaurant with papers in her hands.
He fucking knew I was gonna call him. That pussy should have been ready to answer the phone instead of Google. I'm gonna kill him. Kill him.
Doug murmurs under his breath so that Larry doesn't hear.
Go ahead and do it. Not having to deal with you would make my life 10 times easier.
Larry leaves the store and stares at Abby as he is leaving. Abby is visually petrified. Doug turns to her. Right there.
Good afternoon. What can I get for you today?
Hi, I was just here to turn in my working papers.
Oh, okay. I will take those. You can come back tomorrow for your first day.
Thank you.
Abby walks out of the store with her head down as Melvin walks in. As he walks in the door, she walks out. He spins his head around to check out her rear. Ooh, good morning, Taco Bell. Melvin makes an immediate beeline for the bathroom. Two police officers walk into the store with a search warrant in their hand.
catch a break. How can I help you guys?
Is there an Elroy Burlap that is currently employed here?
Yes, he works here. What did he do now?
We have a warrant for his arrest. He hasn't been paying his child support for. Is he here today?
Melissa, who is standing by the front drive-thru window, walks towards the back of the kitchen, by where Elroy is just standing over the fryer.
That way?
Just where you are, fine.
Why the fuck are you blue?
Elroy, there are cops up front looking for you.
Oh shit, see you tomorrow morning.
Elroy runs towards the back window, opens it, and jumps out. Meanwhile, up front, Doug is still talking to the cops.
Well, he's supposed to, and I'm pretty sure he still is, but for the life of me, I can't find the guy. So feel free to take a look around and see if he's here.
The cops walk back into the kitchen to take a quick look. As they walk into the kitchen, Elroy runs by the door, hops on his bike, and speeds off. The cops come back up front shortly after, unable to find him. Melvin walks out of the bathroom very energetically.
Yeah, it looks like he must have left anyway. Can we order something really quick?
Oh yeah, of course. What can I get for you guys today?
Melvin walks back into the kitchen, looking around and noticing everything that needs to be done. Julia is on the line making the police officers food. Oh shit! It's a fucking mess over here. Okay, I'm gonna start with a sweep, wash off the drive-through walls. Oh, that's a fucking mess. Oh, good morning, Julia. Didn't you see it? Didn't see you there.
Good morning.
Melissa is leaning over the drive-through cash register counter, staring romantically at Melvin.
Good morning, Melvin.
Melvin completely ignores her and starts heading for the office. Oh shit, I'm gonna double check. Doug got all the paperwork done this morning. It looks like it was busy. Melissa's smile disappears quickly. She leans against the window, trying to hold back tears, and puts her hand over her stomach. She quickly stands back up, tries to put a smile back on her face, and walks into the lobby where the police officers are now sitting down and eating. Melissa walks over to them.
Is there anything else I can get for you gentlemen today?
End of that scene. Chapter 3. What it takes to be a Taco Bell employee. Lacey is sitting in her car with her phone in her hand. Parked right outside of the restaurant, she takes a deep breath and calls the contact labeled Janice. The phone rings.
Hello? Good morning, Janice. I was just calling to let you know that our cameras are malfunctioning in the store, and I was wondering if you could increase our budget so that we could get them replaced.
Lacey, you are already over budget by $600. To replace your cameras, it would be another $300. Not to mention, your labor is high for the month.
I can get the labor down below what it's supposed to be by the end of the month. No problem. And we are only over budget because of the freezer, fryer, and the heating cabinet breaking at different points. We needed to fix them to keep business effectively.
You should have taken better care of the equipment, so it didn't break now. You better get the labor down and make the money that you lost in the budget by the end of this month.
The phone hangs up and Lacey is sitting with a worried look on her face.
Fuck.
Lacey smacks the steering wheel. As she is sitting there, Elroy stumbles out of the store and walks towards his bike. Lacey rolls down her window.
Elroy, come here real quick.
Elroy looks at her with a weird look on his face and walks over to the car hesitantly and leans over the open window. Lacey makes a face in reaction to Elroy's breath.
Go back in the store. I need to talk to you about your performance recently.
You can thank me for all my hard work later. I have to get to one of my baby's mama's houses for my youngest daughter's birthday.
I don't know why the fuck you would think that I would have to, what I would have to say is good. You're always late and drunk.
It doesn't matter what I am. I still get the job done.
Lacey uses air quotes for her next sentence.
If you want a chance to keep getting the job done, then get the fuck in the store.
I'm sorry. I'd love to chat, but if I'm late, the lawyer's gonna start coming down on me for being behind on my child support, and if she starts to come down on me, then the other three will come down on me for it too.
Well, if you don't go inside to talk to me, you aren't gonna have a job to pay your child support.
Elroy turns around and stumbles back into the store. Lacey turns off her car, gets out, and walks into the store. Lacey walks into her office, and Elroy follows her in.
What are you doing? I have other appointments scheduled now. You have to wait your turn. Now get to the lobby and ask Shaquem to come back here.
But I have to get to my daughter's.
Maybe if you don't spend your entire paycheck on booze, and and then show up late to work every day, you would have the money to pay your child support. I have no sympathy for you. Now you will fucking wait in the lobby while I talk to the other employees I have an appointment with, or you will be out of a job.
Elroy stands there for a couple seconds trying to think of something to say, and then leaves the office. Lacey starts looking at the computer, and a few seconds later, Shaquem walks in.
Close the door behind you.
Shaquem closes the door and stands next to Lacey, who is sitting in a chair. There is only one chair, so Shaquem has to stand.
Shaquem, right?
Yep,
Shaquem, right?
Yep, that's me, ma'am. I would really appreciate a job at this fine establishment.
Alright, that's good to hear. So I'm just going to give you a rundown of what you need to do for the job. You're going to need to hand in some papers by Wednesday, and then you will get a proper interview, and hopefully if all goes well, you'll be able to start by Thursday.
Alright, sounds good to me. Can't wait to work, boss.
I'd love to hear that. Alright, so you're going to need some black work pants and black non-slip shoes for your first day. A shirt, apron, and a hat will be provided for you.
Melvin and Ivan are on the drive-through line. Margot is working on the lobby line by herself. Doug is in the window taking orders. In the lobby, there are 4 people sitting, waiting to meet with Lacey. Elroy is asleep in his chair. Jet has his feet up on the table. Abby is sitting by herself in the back corner of the lobby, and Vivian is waiting up by the front counter, waiting to meet with Lacey.
Why are there so many fucking people in the lobby? What is it, a party out here?
Melvin peeks his head into the lobby to take a look. Oh, I always love batches of new employees. Ivan taps on Melvin's shoulder and points to the screen. Oh, sorry, my bad, Ivan. I just got a little distracted.
Melvin, how the fuck are you not in jail?
They just don't matter if they want me, and they all fucking want me. Doug walks over and punches Melvin in the face.
I am done dealing with this stupid-ass job and your creepy ass.
Doug throws his store key where Melvin is laying on the floor. Evan throws his hat at him. Melvin looks up at him. Woo! Doug, are you gonna take that order? Melvin is now standing upright and Doug is staring at the window. He fantasized that. Doug, there's a car in the driveway.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit, my bad. Hi, how are you?
Good morning to you and the Taco Bell crew.
Well, good morning. The usual for you today?
Lacey screams from the office.
Vivian, you're next.
Yep, you got it. With the senior discount, please, and extra couple napkins.
Alright. You can pull up to the second window.
Vivian walks through the kitchen and goes to the back office. The nice old man's car pulls up to the window. Melvin hands over the food to Doug that is already finished. Doug opens the window.
Downstairs.
Hey, what's up?
My day.
Doug looks at the old man in shock.
That'll be 3 bits soon.
The nice old man shuffles through his change and hands over a handful of change and a single dollar bill. Doug puts it in the register and hands the nice old man his food.
Well, I gotta get home. My wife said she'll give me a blowjob for our anniversary. Have a go on, man.
The nice old man drives off.
Don't worry about being a manager yet. When you start tomorrow night, just worry about learning the job itself.
I will try my best to learn the job fast because I want to reach my management responsibilities as soon as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. But really, just focus on learning the job as any employee would do first. It is important. Don't be afraid to take a back seat this first couple of weeks.
Melvin rushes past the office door over to where the sink is. The loud noises of dishes banging against the metal sinks and the faucet running through them is prevalent through the rest of the scene.
I won't let you down, and I just have to thank you for taking a chance on me. I knew it was time to get on the straight and narrow, and I feel this job's perfect for me. Thank you.
Bang, boom, bang. Vivian walks out of the office. Lacey sits at the desk for a few seconds and then gets up and walks into the kitchen and walks up to Doug.
Can you conduct this next interview with Abby? Doug, I just have to step out and talk to Jet real quick. Make her think she's being interviewed, but she starts on Wednesday.
Yeah, no problem. I just need someone to take orders while I'm doing that.
Just have Melvin do it. Ivan and Margot should be fine on the line. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Lacey pulls out a pack of cigarettes and motions to Jet to follow her outside. They both walk out the doors. Doug walks to the counter. Abby raises her hand and slowly and nervously walks to the.
Here?
Yeah, just that's fine.
Abby?
Abby raises her hand and slowly and nervously walks to the counter.
You can head back to the office back there. I will be right with you.
Abby walks to the office with her head down, and as she walks into the office, Melvin, who is washing dishes with his sleeves pulled up, turns his head and winks at her. As she blushes and quickly gets into the office. Lacey is sitting on the curb next to Jet, and she gives him a cigarette and lights it.
We need to talk about your performance.
What about my performance?
Two things in particular. First of all, the closes recently have been terrible. Considering you close 5 days a week, I figured you were as responsible for that as much as anyone.
Listen, we've been busy recently, and not only that, but recently our shifts have been getting cut down, and we have less people to deal with. I'm not staying past 3 in the morning to finish cleaning the store.
I do not care what the circumstances are, or how long you have to stay. We pay you to get the job done. Now, with that being said, tomorrow night you will have an extra closer, because she is new. If I see significant results from that, maybe we'll consider finding a way to get you another employee at night.
Yeah, that would be great. But what was the other thing you want to talk about?
Your anger issues have become a big problem. A big enough problem where we are getting bad reviews from customers. If this doesn't stop, we are going to have to let you go.
Whoa. I need this job. I'll do anything to make sure I don't lose it, alright? Alright.
Good.
Doug is standing in the office leaning over the desk while Abby is at the edge of the desk looking at the floor. The phone rings and Doug picks it up.
Hello, Taco Bell and Magnolia.
A young kid answers the phone. Doug has the phone on speaker.
Hi, is this Taco Town?
There's snickering in the background and Doug rolls his eyes.
Yes?
Can I have 25 big chickens?
What was that? You said 25 jumbo taco packs?
No,
All right, I will charge that to the card on file. Your food should be there shortly.
Doug hangs up the phone.
Who am I saying this to?
Abby.
Yeah, so you can start on Wednesday. I'll give you your shirt, hat, and apron. Now you just need to get black pants and black non-slip shoes.
Abby is looking at the phone in shock, but turns her head to look at the shirt Doug put on the counter.
Okay, thank you.
The phone starts ringing again.
No problem, I'll see you on Wednesday.
Abby leaves and Doug picks up the phone.
Hello, Taco Bell Magnolia.
no, I don't want that. Please cancel it.
The prank caller sounds like he is in tears.
I'm sorry, no refunds.
No, please,
Doug hangs up the phone and lets out a chuckle. He walks out of the office with his phone in his hand and walks up to Jet, who is now working on the line. Ivan is no longer in the store. His shift ended.
Gotta teach these kids not to prank call Taco Bell.
Oh shit, Doug. Nobody really deals with prank callers better than you. I'll give you that.
The phone rings again.
Oh shit, I bet that's them getting panicky.
Elroy and Lacey walk through the kitchen. Doug pulls himself together and acts all business until Lacey closes the office door.
Hello, Taco Bell Magnolia.
Hi, my son just called earlier and accidentally ordered food using my card. Is there any way to cancel that order?
That is not possible, ma'am. We do not accept orders over the phone.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. My son just must be messing with me. Have a nice day. Oh, Connor!
The phone hangs up and Jet and Doug look at each other and laugh.
Alright, man. I'm about to get ready to leave. I'll see you.
Jet waves and turns back to the line to make food. Melvin is in the drive-through window taking orders, while also frantically wiping down and cleaning everything. Close to him, Doug walks up to the front counter and opens up the drawer and starts to count. The customer pushes the doors flying open and angrily walks in towards the front counter. He throws his bag down on the counter.
How fucking stupid are you?
Pardon?
I said, how fucking stupid are you? How hard is it to give me the right fucking order? I live 30 minutes away, so if I didn't check, I would have to drive all the way back here. How hard is it? All you have to do is take orders in here and in the drive-thru. It can't be that fucking hard. I bet that's why you work here, though. Because you're a fucking moron.
So would you like your food remade then?
Yes, I want my fucking food. Yes, I want my food remade, dipshit. Are you that stupid that you thought I might not? Why the fuck would I not want my food remade? I paid for a fucking contract, and I want my fucking contract. Not whatever the fuck that shit is.
The angry customer throws the bag of food at Doug. Doug holds a smile on his face. Doug puts the order into the system.
All right, your food will be out shortly. Here's a free taco coupon for an inconvenience.
Doug goes back to counting the drawer. He is counting while the angry customer looks appalled that Doug didn't respond aggressively to his insults. Lacey and Elroy are in the office. Lacey is sitting in her chair and Elroy is leaning against the door.
You are constantly late. You take a ton of smoke breaks and you show up to work drunk. Why shouldn't I fire you?
Because I'm a fantastic worker. I'm the only one that cleans the fryers and I put the truck away.
First of all, it takes you way too long to put the truck away. And second, those things are things I can teach a new employee to do. So give me an actual reason to save your job.
I will do anything you need me to do. I need the money. Have some sympathy. Child support for 4 kids isn't cheap.
I have no sympathy for you. We both know you spend your entire check at the liquor store. But maybe we can work something out.
Anything. What do you need me to do?
None of what I'm asking you to do can be repeated to anyone else. You got that?
Yes, ma'am.
The first thing you can do is keep being late. It helps with labor. And they won't complain to me about being short because it's your fault, because you're scheduled to be here.
Yes, I can do that. No problem. Is that it?
No. There's one more thing. I need you to steal $450 from the safe during your shift on Tuesday.
I mean, shit. If you insist, I wouldn't mind the money.
You don't get to keep the money. You have to bring it back to me. Here is the code to the safe.
Lacey slides a piece of paper toward Elroy.
Why don't you just get it out of the safe yourself?
The money has to disappear when I'm not at work. I'm going to be off for the next 2 days. After you get the money, meet me at the Wawa down the street. Just make sure Doug doesn't catch you. I have someone handling getting the other half of the money.
End of scene. Chapter 4. The Night Crew. Monday, 10 p.m. The store is messier than it usually is. The mannerism in which Jet is making food on the line is sloppier than any other person seen making food previously. He just tosses the food together. Sarah is on the line next to him, and Margot is in the window taking orders.
So we're getting a new employee to train tonight. This Anthony kid that's written on the schedule.
Yes, we are getting a new employee that is training to be manager, but her name is Vivian. I don't know why it says Anthony up there.
Oh, can I train her? I always love getting to work with new employees. It's always so much fun. I can teach them how to make food, take orders. Hi, how are you?
Fucking God, I thought she was gonna keep yapping in my ear.
I know. She can be kind of annoying,
chicken
but it wouldn't hurt you to be a little nicer to her. You do have to work with her.
Hard
all
shell,
night.
soft shell?
Well, if I pretend to be nice to her, then I have to be nice to
Supreme
everyone.
or regular?
And then I have to be nice to the customers, and then everyone. So
Alright.
where does that stop?
Where's Linda?
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
realize you get paid to be nice to customers, right? It is part of the job description.
Not in my job description. I just keep making fucking tacos.
That's why Lacey
Hello?
pulled you aside for a private chat yesterday, huh?
And I'm still making money, aren't I?
You know, I can hear you guys, and it is very hurtful what you're saying about me. I just wanna. Hi, how are you?
Kareem drags his feet as you see him walk towards the fryer in the background. He has a handful of blueberries that he's eating out of his hand,
Medium well,
which
blast.
while he begins to fry nachos.
Kareem, be careful not to get any of those in the fryer.
Oh, my bad.
Kareem pops the rest of the blueberries in his mouth, and none land in the fryer.
Kareem, can you drop 2 bags of chicken? That should last us the rest of the night.
Oh, okay. You said 2 bags of chickens?
Yes, thank you.
Kareem walks to the walk-in freezer.
Like I was saying, it isn't nice when you talk to me like. Hi, how are you?
Oh, this is great. We should We should have had her taking orders months ago.
I would choose your words more carefully. We usually slow down around 1:30, and you are stuck with her until 3.
Yeah, and the way you're talking to me just isn't. Hi, how are you?
Oh shit. I should enjoy this for now, I guess.
Vivian walks into the restaurant and Jet immediately takes notice of her.
Hi, I'm here to start my training for today.
Oh, hi, it's so nice to meet you. I'm Margot, and I. Hi, how are you?
She has to finish taking the order, but don't worry, she will have plenty of time to talk your ear off later. I'm Sarah. I'm in charge right now. I'll be showing you some of the ropes.
And I am Jet. You know, like the planes that move really fast.
Here,
Jet winks and Vivian smiles back at him.
here, follow me. You just have to finish up your orientation computer work so you can get started. Most of it is done, so it should
First
only be
window, I guess.
Sarah and Vivian walk into the office and stand by the computer.
Do you remember your password and login?
I think it was.
Melvin suddenly emerges from underneath the
Large
desk,
frozen
and
bottle
Vivian and
glass.
Sarah both jump back and scream.
What the fuck are you
Water?
still doing here?
Oh man, I fucking crashed while I was doing paperwork and I took a nap on the desk.
Why?
Oh, why the fuck not? Now, who is this beautifully young lady?
Hi, I'm Vivian.
Oh, you're Vivian. Nice to meet you. Melvin awkwardly shakes her hand, and they leave the office, and then leaves the office. Melvin is walking quickly towards the door to leave, but is stopped by Jet.
Hey, what are you still doing here?
I just lost track of the time, but shit, it's late. I better be on. Jet grabs Melvin by the arm as he tries to walk away.
Hold on. Now, you usually go after all the girls that get hired here, but I'm begging you, Taco Bell employee to Taco Bell employee, could you please back off of Viviana? Just let me get a swing first.
That is all you, bro. Good luck with her. She is, not my type. You got that?
What do you mean she's not your type? Every girl is your type. And what is so funny?
She's just too old for me, I guess. Bye now. Melvin bolts out the door.
Aww, you have a crush on Vivian. That's so nice. You know, I think you guys would be great together. I'm just surprised that you're. Hi, how are you?
God, I've never been so happy about being so busy.
Sarah walks into the lobby.
Where is Shaquem? Did he ever drop that chicken?
I haven't seen him since you asked. Before you go down and look, help me with this one.
Regular.
Alright, yeah, sure, no problem.
Would you like to make that a combo?
There's a reoccurring knocking noise that we start to hear faintly coming from near the back window.
Do you hear that tapping noise?
Sarah stops what she's doing for a second.
No, but to be fair, I have 4 kids, so I learned how to tune obnoxious noises out.
Hey, Sarah, can you come give this customer the senior discount?
Sarah continues to make food. She did not hear Margot. Jet looks at Sarah, then back at Margot.
Please teach me your ways.
What do you mean by my ways?
You know how you just completely ignored Margaret right there? Margaret?
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry,
It's a
but I
gift
don't
and a
have
curse,
the
but
ability to do
mostly a gift.
Sarah walks over to help Margot real quick. Jet starts to walk back towards the office when suddenly the banging gets louder. So Jet reroutes to the back window. He walks up to the back window and Larry is standing there knocking away.
Larry, I told you a million times that we aren't allowed to serve customers who come through the drive-thru on foot, so fuck off.
Let me in. I just want a fucking bean burrito. But the doors are locked. Just give me a fucking bean burrito.
The lobby closed an hour ago. Shoulda came then. Also, you don't even want a bean burrito. You want a cheesy bean and rice, you dirty old fuck.
Who the fuck do you think you are talking to? I fucking served you, shithead.
You served in fucking jail, not the military. Stop acting like you're a hero for shitting in the can for 50 odd plus fucking years for something you admit all the time to having done. I don't owe you shit for the fact. In fact, you owe me because my tax money was paying to keep your goblin-looking ass alive in there.
Respect your elders. You know, back in my day, you couldn't even piss in the same fucking bathroom as me.
Why would I ever want to share a bathroom with you? I have seen you piss into that bush over there, and given all of those bushes are dying, I'm gonna assume it isn't one-time thing.
You are a shitty employee. Customer service is supposed to be fucking nice and welcoming. I just finished a hard day of eating weird shit for money. So just give me my fucking bean burrito, retard.
thing your ass is going to eat is a fucking knuckle sandwich. If I hear your ass again...
Jet walks away from the window and walks into the office. Sarah and Margot are standing on the line talking. Cream walks up to them.
How many chickens did you say you wanted me to drop again?
Cream takes a sip of his blue Gatorade.
You haven't dropped it yet? What the fuck have you been doing?
I'm trying to remember how many chickens you asked me to drop.
2 bags, Cream. Quickly, go drop 2 bags.
Okay, but it's going to be hard to go fast because I don't want to knock my tower of cardboard down that I made while I was trying to remember how many chickens you wanted me to drop.
I honestly don't care if we run out of chicken at this point, but I would prefer not to, so please just do it.
Cream puts his Gatorade down next to the fryer without the cap on, somehow miraculously staying upright. Sarah looks like she is falling asleep.
You look tired. Did you not get enough sleep last night? They say it's important to get 8 hours of sleep a day, but I feel fine after a nice 6 hours of sleep. I don't know. I feel well rested, but maybe I'm not. Sarah, how do I know if I'm truly well rested?
I have a strong instinct that you are plenty well rested.
Oh, that's good to know. You must know, because you're also well rested.
Oh no, I'm far from well rested. I'm closing every night, and then I have to wake up and take my kids and myself to school at 6:30 every morning.
Oh, man, that sucks. We're slow right now, aren't we? Why don't we just go take a nap?
There's no way me taking a nap right now will end well.
Well, there's also no way it ends well for you if you don't sleep.
That was a good point, but if anything happens, make sure to wake me up.
Sarah goes to lie down in the lobby.
Oh, I didn't think she was actually going to do it, but good for her.
Larry peers at the window behind her.
Can I get my fucking bean burrito? Oh shit, a quarter.
Larry bends down to pick up the quarter, and when he looks back, Margot is gone. She walks back towards Kareem, who is standing at the fryer, starting to fry chicken nuggets coming out of a bag that he most likely got at the Walmart down the street.
I'm pretty sure Sarah meant for you to drop the chicken that we put in the tacos.
What makes you think that?
Because we don't serve chicken nuggets.
Well, that's just more for us then.
Yeah, but we need food for the customers?
Alright then, but I'm still going to make the chicken nuggets because I want food for myself. I can't have the food I like at my house.
Why not?
Because my kids eat it all. I buy cereal for me and that sugary kind that they like for them, but they just end up eating my cereal anyway. I tried putting it up high, but they still ended up getting it, so I just had to stop buying it.
You know, you should go tell that guy that's banging on the window about that.
Kareem walks towards the front, and he bumps into the fryer, causing a blue Sharpie to fall out of his pocket. It almost falls into the fryer, but it doesn't, and Kareem picks it back up. Jet and Vivian are now standing in the office together. Over here. Sorry.
Oh, it looks like you finished your learning zone.
Yeah, I got it done as quickly as possible. I just can't wait to start as a manager here.
Oh man, women in power are just so dramatic, especially you.
It gets me going when guys recognize me as a woman.
So where did you work all of this?
I was a hooker. I made good money off of it, enough to buy that car out there, but I just wanted to get a more proper job to get away from that life.
Oh, well, someone as fine as you definitely did very well for themselves. I wish you were still in business, because I would definitely buy as much of your product as humanly possible.
You know what? How about I give you a free sample?
Vivian gets really close to Jet and kisses him. Jet and Vivian make their way into the walk-in. Enter the walk-in. Jet is buckling his pants back up, and Vivian is on her knees right in front of him.
Oh man, we made a bit of a mess by the sour cream.
It all looks the same. Nobody will notice. It's just on the outside of the tube, so it won't get in people's food.
I think I'm really gonna like working with you.
If I'm in charge, I'll make sure that you are having a good time every time you are on the clock.
Oh, trust me. We're both going to have a very fun time working together. In fact, let me return the favor real quick.
I mean, if you really want to, I'll let you, but I don't really like it that much.
Really? That's weird. I haven't ever heard a girl shoot me down well. Shoot.
Well, to be fair, how many girls how many girls that you mess around with have a penis?
Jet
I
laughs.
love a girl with a sense of humor.
Vivian then unzips her pants and shows Jet what is down there. Jet just stands there shocked.
Oh, nah, man. What the fuck, man? Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
It's alright, Jet, don't lie. I know you enjoyed it. Don't worry, it's coming off soon anyway.
Vivian puts her arm around Jet and he pushes her away and runs out of the walk-in.
Bro, get Oh, man, yo, don't fucking touch me. What the fuck are you, man? What the fuck?
Jet runs out of the walk-in and on his way back to the kitchen trips over Thru's cardboard box in the shower and Vivian also walks out.
I hope you know you aren't getting anything better than me.
Jet gets up quickly and runs through the kitchen. Thru and Margot hear where they were both and just goes to Margot's room, and Jet goes to Margot's left.
Hey, Jet, you wanna help me make this order real quick?
Man, fuck this job. I'd rather be homeless than work here. I fucking quit.
Jet runs out of the store and Vivian walks up to the line wiping off her face.
Don't worry, he'll be back. But I can help you. I just finished my training.
Oh, cool. I really wanted to help teach you and be part of your learning, and we can take our time because Larry is still blocking off the drive-thru.
Kareem is standing in the window, still talking to Larry. Sarah walks into the kitchen half asleep.
What happened?
Well, Jet just quit, and Larry won't move out of the window.
Well, and I have made the executive decision to close early because I'm too tired to deal with it. Vivian, since you're becoming a manager, here, take this key and open the register, count out $100 from it and drop it the rest into that deposit machine over there, and then Kareem and Margot, you guys just clean up a bit and come wake me when you guys are ready to head out.
It's been nice talking to you about how much I hate balloons, but I gotta go clean up now.
Wait, can you get me something to eat real quick? I'm fucking starving over here.
Hold on, let me see what's on the line.
Kareem checks the line and takes the pan with ground beef in it and dumps it into a paper bag.
Here, you can have the leftover beef. Let me get you his food.
Vivian takes the money to the back office and closes the door. Vivian opens up her phone and makes a call. The phone rings. Lacey is on the other end.
Hello, why are you calling me this late?
Sorry, but I forgot how much. Sorry, I forgot, but how much money do you want me to take from the drawer tonight?
$450. And you are to give me all the money next time I see you.
Whatever you say, boss. Oh, and by the way, Jet quit.
You are working miracles. I wanted him gone forever now. Whether it's something you did or not that caused him to quit, good job. Is there anything else you need before I get back to bed?
No, that should be it. Thank you.
The end of that scene. Chapter 5. Cutting time. Thursday, 4 p.m. Doug, Sarah, and Melvin are in the office looking through the safe counts and cash officer drops from the last 3 days. Sarah is using the computer to look. Doug is looking at the safe counts, and Melvin is frantically counting the money in the safe to see if it is off.
Wait a second. The count for Wednesday morning that Lacey came in early to do was $450 off. How did that happen? It was right during my shift the day before when I counted it. You put the same thing I did, Sarah.
I don't actually count the safe, I just copy what you got, but that shouldn't matter because I never opened it. Do you think maybe you counted wrong?
Could have counted wrong, but I know for damn sure that I didn't make up $450. You sure you didn't open it the rest of the day?
No, I get it. Maybe Melvin did.
Nah, it wasn't me, man. Lacey took away my safe access after she caught me using the money in the safe to do coke.
How the fuck do you still have a job?
'Cause I ain't lose $450 fucking dollars like some people here.
I would rather lose that amount of money and not be able to pay my term bill for school than be a literal pedophile.
You just say that because you don't get any fucking pussy.
Pedophile, not a pedophile. It doesn't matter right now. We have to find out what happened to the $900, but for the record, I would not let my daughters work here. Anyway, it is also saying another $450 wasn't dropped from what we made on Monday, but I counted the money and it was right.
Did you drop the money? Because I have never seen cash office make an error in the amount of money I received.
I had Vivian drop it because she is in training and I had to show her.
Alright, let's tell Lacey that because that accounts for the $450 that went missing Monday night. Now we just need to find out what happened to the money that went missing Tuesday.
Sarah takes out her phone and calls Lacey and puts the phone on speaker. Lacey's on the other end.
Hello? Hey, Lacey, I was just calling to let you know that we found where 450 of the 900 went. I gave Vivian that money to drop Monday night, and she never dropped it.
You are really going to just blame your mistake on the new employee with a sketchy past? If you can't find the money, you own up to your mistake.
But I'm not making it up. I gave her that money to drop, and she never dropped it. That's where the money is.
Even if that's true, the cameras aren't working, so I have no evidence of it. And as far as I'm concerned, it is your responsibility. So you have to pay the amount missing unless you have hard evidence proving somebody else took the money.
What was the point of having us look through this paperwork if you knew that we wouldn't be able to find anything to keep us from paying? I have my term bill coming up. I can't afford to just pay $300,000 for this shit.
And I don't have anywhere near enough money to pay that, and I'm already behind on all of my bills, and I still need to pay for food for my kids.
Well, maybe next time you will be more careful with the money in the store. And also, I never at any point told you to search for the money. And in doing so, you guys are completely blowing labor for the day, so you're just going to need to go cut a few people right now.
Fine. We can cut people, but I'm not fucking paying that shit.
Yes, you are. No matter what you do, that is coming out of your check next week. And do not cut Shaheem. He is new. You have to cut people who aren't in training.
Lacey hangs up the phone.
Alright, well, one of us should probably go home because we make the most.
I'm not leaving. Lacey is about to take $300 out of my check that I need.
Alright, then how about Melvin is the one to go home now? He probably needs the money the least.
Just because I may not need the money doesn't mean I don't want that sweet green. I'm not going anywhere.
Come on, Melvin. I have kids to feed.
Crazy thing about that is no one fucking cares. I'm not here to give handouts to people that quote unquote need it more. Why should I suffer to let you suffer a little bit less? Melvin takes his phone out and starts typing fast. Doug walks out of the office into the kitchen.
How much will you really be affected if you lose this on one shift? Please just leave.
Melvin puts his phone into his pocket and smiles at Sarah. Sarah's phone goes off. When she goes to check it, there's a message from Lacey. It reads, "You are not scheduled. Go home. Save labor."
Fuck you, Melvin.
I mean, you really aren't my type, but if you want to go into the bathroom before you leave, I wouldn't say no. Sarah storms out, and it seems like she is about to cry. Melvin grabs a broom and dustpan and walks up to Doug. All right, who else do you think we should cut? There are a lot of people here. We can't cut Shaheem, obviously, but you know that. And given that we cut a manager, we probably will only have to cut 2 more people. I think we should definitely cut Simon. That kid's so fucking bad at his job. I can't stand that little fucker, and probably does.
Why would we cut Melissa? She's the only one of the people on shift right now other than me, and you know that's how to take orders. You know that's how to take orders. You know that. And that knows how to take orders. And I sure as hell do not want to take orders.
Well, figure out who else to fucking cut then. I'm gonna go tell Simon to take his useless ass home. Julia walks up to Doug with an empty pan that she was taking to the sink. Ivan enters on Doug's right. Shaheem enters to Julia's left. Melissa on Doug's far right.
Ooh, hair.
Julia points to Doug's hair and seemingly gives a thumbs up. He has a new haircut.
Well, thank you, Julia. I am definitely not going to send you home.
Julia walks back to the sink and Doug walks towards the line.
Alright, guys. We have been told we have to send one of you guys home because labor is high and quite frankly, we aren't busy right now.
Ivan, who is standing right next to Doug on the line, points to Shaheem, who he is working with on the line.
We can't send Shaheem home. He is new and still has to learn.
Hey man, that's not cool. Why are you trying to fuck with my hours? If we were in the slam right now, I would beat the shit out of you. This is no longer prison, and I'm trying to become a contributing member of society.
I'm glad to hear it. Do we have any volunteers for who wants to leave early?
Melissa, Ivan, and Shaheem all blankly stare at Doug. Julia walks up from behind Doug, holding her phone in her hand with Google Translate pulled up, and hands the phone to Doug. Doug reads it.
It looked better longer. Well, I guess I know who's going home now.
Julia smiles and continues doing what she was doing.
Julio, we have to send you home.
Home? No. Home 8.
There are too many people, and you have to go home early.
Just try. Just do and say it.
Nere yiji biri yadlu.
Julia pulls out her phone and hands it to Doug. Doug types into Google Translate that Julia has to go home because there are too many people.
Okay. Husband have car. I wait.
It's probably for the best. I saw you driving.
No pass test.
It was scary.
No pass test.
Wait, you don't have a license? You might want to get on that.
Nah, man, getting a license is a waste of time. As long as you drive carefully, it doesn't matter.
That is not being a model citizen, Shaquille.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm a model citizen now because I'm following the rules of the road.
You aren't following the rules of the road if you do not have your license. That is one of the rules of the road.
Damn, that is a good point. I guess it is a good thing I don't have a car.
Ivan puts
What?
his palm to his head.
Why are you arguing about it if you don't even have a car?
Julia leaves the store.
Because I want to get a car and I don't have my license, but I'm trying to get a house first, which is hard as a felon. But I think I'm onto something.
Well, how long were you in jail for?
Like 11 years.
Oh, damn. When did you get out?
About a week and a half ago. You know, I was surprised I was able to get a job so quick, but my boy Melvin always got my back.
Melvin walks over. Damn right. Oh, by the way, what'd you do to get put in jail?
Hi, how are you?
That might have been a good question for the interview, but who am I to say?
Me and my brothers got into a shootout with another gang. We got busted by the cops.
All right, anything else?
Yeah, they caught me because I was hit by one of those hollow point bullets. Should have killed me. I only survived. Should have killed me, but I only survived that shit because I was off a perk.
Ivan nudges Shaquem to make the food as he's distracted himself from making the food.
Do you want any sauce?
What goes in this taco again?
Ivan gets annoyed and pushes Shaquem aside and starts to make the food himself.
That will be $14.32 at your second window.
Ivan finishes the food and hands it to Melissa, who is cashing out the customer.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Ivan, come on, man. It's slow. You have to teach them. So that you don't have to work as hard when it's busy.
Ivan looks at Doug, looks back at Shaquem, and then looks at Doug again and rolls his eyes.
Yeah, but like I said, or like I was saying, because of the bullet, when it gets too cold,
Here, Shaquem. Come over here, my man. I'm gonna show you how to make everything on this fucking menu. You feel me? You're gonna be a master by the time I'm done teaching you. So let's get to training. While we slow, everybody just keeps cleaning. There are little pieces of specks of dirt everywhere, and they just won't go away.
Can I get some of that good shit you're on?
Sorry, man. I already gave you your freebie. You're gonna have to get your own. I can send you in the right direction.
Nah, that's alright. I have a guy already that I met while I was locked up. I wouldn't dare betray him by buying something from someone else. We were in the joint. I saw him make a shank out of an orange.
Wait, what the fuck do you mean he made a shank out of an orange?
I guess he put the shank into the orange. One minute I saw him holding an orange. Next second he threw it and it was sticking to some dude who pissed him off.
I don't think that is really making a shank out of an orange as much as putting a shank into an orange.
Either way, that may have been one of the most creative ways to make a shank I've ever seen.
Till now, I've never wished that we weren't slow. What the fuck?
All right, now let's get down to business and make sure you know how to make all this shit. The taco gets beef, lettuce, and cheese, unless it's supreme. Then it all gets sour tomatoes or whatever else the fuck they feel like putting on. That will be on the board. They can also take everything off. Sometimes they even substitute the beef for chicken, steak or bean. The burrito gets beans, onions, some sauce, and cheese. Not the white and yellow cheese though. The cheddar. That makes the difference. Gotta make sure you wrap that shit tight. It just think of it as rolling blood.
Can you slow down? I don't think I'm getting all this.
Abby walks into the store. Which part are you confused about? Hold that thought. Melvin walks over to the other side of to talk to Doug, who is playing tic-tac-toe on a taco wrapper with Ivan. Hey, Doug, I don't think we have enough labor to let Abby clock in. I know she's new, but I think it has to be business decision, you know?
Dude, as long as everyone here doesn't leave, we'll be fine for when it gets busy. But I think we might have to send someone on break because it is unbearably slow right now.
I get paid more than any other employee, so I will go. We should save a bunch of labor off that. I can come back if it gets busy. That's a great idea. Melvin walks away before Doug has a chance to respond to him, which he was about to do. Melvin walks into the front of the store towards Abby. All right, Abby, so we're incredibly slow today now. So while we have the chance, I'm going to teach you how to unclog a toilet. Have you ever used a plunger before?
No.
Don't worry, it is really fucking easy. I'll show you. Come follow me. Abby follows Melvin into the men's bathroom and the door closes. Larry stumbles into the restaurant and walks and sits down at one of the tables. Doug takes notice of it and with his head and walks over to the front of the counter that Larry is sitting, now with his heads down on the table.
Larry, you know you aren't supposed to be in here. You didn't buy anything, so... Whoa. Larry, you know you aren't supposed to be in here if you didn't buy anything, so unless you were going to buy food, you have to get out.
Larry responds with his head still glued to the table.
I just worked a fucking hard, honest day's work. Unlike you Taco Town employees, why can't you ungrateful young folk let me rest in the air conditioning?
Well, because that is loitering. Why don't you use some of that hard-earned money to pay for something, then you can sit there all you want.
Fine, just give me a fucking bean burger.
Larry, with his head still down, pops $1 on the table. Doug walks over and grabs it before going back to the kitchen.
You want the cheesy bean and rice burrito for $1, but I don't feel like arguing with you today.
Doug notices that there isn't that much lettuce left on the food line.
Hey, Shaquem, can you grab lettuce from the walk-in?
Shit. Yeah, I got you.
Shaquem walks back towards the walk-in. Interior Taco Bell bathroom. Now Melvin and Abby are standing in the bathroom. Abby is holding a plunger as far away from her as possible, as she is also trying to examine it. Melvin is standing right behind her. All right, gorgeous. The toilet isn't clogged at the moment, but I'm gonna show you what you gotta do if it gets clogged. All right. Melvin opens the door to the stall and motions for Abby to go in first. With the plunger still as far away from her body, she goes into the stall, and Melvin follows her in, unable to keep his eyes off of her. Melvin locks the door behind them.
Ew, this is disgusting.
Melvin wraps his arms around her and puts his hand around hers, which are still on the plunger. His head is on her shoulders as he looks to talk to her. Now we just gotta take the plunger like this, and then once we put it on the toilet, we bump it up and down and up and down, up and... What the fuck's that?
Is that normal?
No, that's just not fucking normal. Who the fuck, why the fuck, where the fuck, when the fuck, how the fuck are there tater tots in the toilet?
Maybe they ordered them and didn't like them, so they flushed them?
Well, consider that they aren't cooked. I would say no, but that's okay. I have a type, and girls that are airheads definitely fill the status quo. But we don't even fucking sell tater tots, so somebody went out of their way to go to the store to buy a bag of tater tots and empty it into the toilet. I can't complain, though that is far from the worst thing that has been emptied into the toilet.
How do we get them out?
Oh, well, I'm sure as hell not touching that shit. My ass is on break.
But I thought you were going to teach me.
I didn't think I was going to actually have to teach you anything. It would be wrong of me to make you work, considering I'm not even allowed to let you clock in right now. So I would never make your gorgeous ass work knowing you wouldn't make money.
What do you mean I'm not making money?
Melvin backs Abby into the corner of the stall close to the door while draping himself all over her. I'm sorry, beautiful. I should have told you earlier, but I have to put on a front for you, for the customers, employees out there. It was a shame you had to come out here to work today for nothing. So I at least just wanted to show you a good time. Melvin starts to kiss her, but she does not kiss back and moves her head to the right.
I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't want to get in trouble.
Melvin unbuckles his belt. Well, you want it, don't you? I know you fucking want it.
I don't know.
Trust me. I see it in your eyes. I know you want it. Melvin drops his pants to the floor. You've wanted it since the first second our eyes connected. We have fucked in your head. We have fucked in my head, so why not in real life too? Abby knocks down the stall door, opens, and stumbles backwards.
But what if we get in trouble? I don't want to be fired.
I say over who gets fired and who doesn't. And trust me, you would never get fired for this. Melvin slowly backs her into the wall on the other side of the bathroom. In fact, you'd probably make more money if you took your clothes off right now. back to the kitchen where everybody was before. Doug, Melissa, Ivan, and Larry are where they were at previously.
Where the fuck did Shaquem go? Just asked him to go get lettuce, and he's been gone for 5 minutes.
Ivan shrugs his shoulders.
Well, Ivan, can you go check on him?
Ivan looks at Doug and gives him a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Ivan then immediately turns his thumb down and puts it down. Doug just glares at Ivan.
I have some choice words for you, but let me speak in a language you understand.
Doug flips off Ivan, and Ivan returns the favor. Doug then walks back to the walk-in freezer.
Yo, Shaquem, you in there?
Yeah, man, I'm right over here. Sorry, I couldn't find the
Shaquem makes gagging noises.
lettuce.
Oh, okay. It's right here.
Doug points to the box that Shaquem is directly staring at.
Oh, my bad, man. I'll bring that.
Shaquem runs out of the freezer towards the trash can and throws up into the trash can. Doug follows him out with the lettuce in his hand.
Are you good?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, due to the bullet hole in my
Shaquem throws up into the trash can again.
whenever cold air gets in the bullet wound, it makes me sick.
Now, I'm not a doctor, but that doesn't sound right to me.
Are you listening to the fucking sounds I'm making right now? What I said sounds pretty right to me.
Okay, well then, if you knew this would happen, why the fuck would you go into the 30-degree walk-in refrigerator?
As the new upstanding member of society I am, I wanted to do what my boss asked me.
Now, since you didn't fucking tell me we were going to be short for the dinner rush, since I had to send people home to train you.
No, I think I get back to what?
Shaquem throws up into the trash can again.
Nah, you're right. I'm gonna go home. See you next. See you next week, boss.
Shaquem walks out the back door as a loud beeping noise goes off until the door closes.
What do you
Doug
mean
yells
next
out.
week? You work tomorrow and the day after that.
Shaquem walked out of the door without looking back. Doug walks towards the line and Ivan pumps his fist in triumph. The police officers from earlier return and walk into the lobby.
Good morning, officers. What are you here for this time?
We have a warrant for the arrest of Melvin Lester.
Well, it's about fucking time. Now, as much as I am thrilled that you are arresting him, you guys are kind of screwing me here, and we are short as it is.
Melissa makes eye contact with police officer 2 and immediately looks down and the order taking scream with a look on her face indicating that she is mortified.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but would you happen to know where Mr. Lester is at this moment?
At the moment, I honestly have no clue. He's on his break, but he should be back any minute now. If you want to wait, he should be back.
Thank you.
Doug starts to walk back towards the kitchen.
What was that about?
Finally here for Melvin. You know, as much as I couldn't wait for this day, it is frustrating that he didn't come to get him until today of all days. So we're going to be short for this rush.
Did they say why he was being arrested?
Doug looks at Melissa smugly.
You're joking, right? We both know why he's being arrested.
But who do you think ratted him out?
I don't know. And I don't care, to be honest. I think you should ask to find out who finally did him in.
I wouldn't bother asking. They probably won't tell you.
Yeah, you're probably right. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I have to help that customer up front.
Doug walks to the front customer. Melissa looks over at Ivan, who looks at her smugly. Melissa looks over immediately. Timmy enters to the right.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
Hi, I just came to apply for a job here.
The third officer walks into the Taco Bell, and Officer 1 walks into the bathroom.
Oh, another one, huh? Yeah, I could probably set you up to get hired.
Larry suddenly jumps up from his nap and the chair. He takes notice of the police officer in front of him and pulls out a knife.
I did my fucking time. You can't send me back. Fuck you.
Sir, put the knife down. No one is here to arrest you.
No, I fucking did my time, you blue assholes. I won't go back. Stay the fuck away.
Officers 2 and 3 try wrestling the knife out of Larry's hand.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about that man. So, oh wait, my bad. I wouldn't worry about that man. So did you apply online already, or?
No, but isn't it always like this working here?
The fast food industry is generally overlooked by the vast majority. Everyone seems to think that working in fast food is really an easy job, but in reality they work just as hard as a lot of desk job people out there. and get paid jack shit compared to them.
2 police officers are restraining Larry with the. He is struggling, but they are attempting to pull him out of the restaurant. There is a knife on the floor.
This is fucking ridiculous. I just want my fucking burrito. Are you fucking retards? What did I do wrong? Let me go. I already fucking paid.
Doug continues as Melissa throws a handful of change at Larry.
Not only do people in the fast food industry get paid as little as legally possible to work harder than most all day, people also look down upon fast food workers. Everyone seems to think they're better than us and feel that they have the right to treat us like shit. Granted, some of the people here are kind of sketchy, but that doesn't make them bad people.
Melvin is getting walked out of the bathroom in the back area of the lobby with his pants at his ankles and a Taco Bell uniform on. There is a white substance on his nose, and Abby is behind them with tears in her eyes. I swear, I didn't know she was only 16. She told me she was 19. I wouldn't have even fucked her if I thought she was 18, because that still feels crazy predatory. Come on, bro, let me go. It's just a fucking misunderstanding.
Well, most have their redeeming qualities, but those few dickheads shouldn't cause customers to treat us all like shit. Every one of us is still human, just trying to do our job the best we can and earn some fucking money.
We get a look inside the kitchen, which is a fucking mess. Little to no one in there except for one young kid working on the food line trying to make orders. As fast as he can, and the girl who threw the change at Larry working in the window.
Here is my receipt. The last time I was here, the bean burrito was only $2.30. But no, you are here trying to charge me 20 cents extra, and I demand you to give it to me for the original price.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but our prices have changed since then. That is the new
This
price.
is unacceptable. I demand to speak to your manager. I will make sure you are fired for overcharging me. I bet you were gonna pocket that extra 20 cents, you fat whore.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you old hag. Doug, come deal with this old bitch before I see to it that she goes in her sleep.
I don't even have time to fucking tell you about how great this is. Man, hold tight. I have to deal with this bullshit. Hello, man. How can I?
As soon as Doug opens the window, a plastic cup full of ice and Pepsi flies at his chest and splashes everywhere, all over the window. As the old woman is driving off, she screams. Timmy sits down.
Stop trying to take advantage of and scamming us old people. First the Indians, now the Mexicans. I will have to take my lunch business to McDonald's, where the people in charge are American citizens.
Doug closes the window as the next car pulls up and just stares at Melissa in shock at what had just happened.
I really hope she finds a nice Nigerian prince on the internet who will take care of her. Maybe while he's taking her money, he can show her what someone who is from Mexico looks like. Because it sure as hell is not either of us. People in the drive-thru really need to just choose between being racist and being old, because the combination of the two just isn't fair to us, or anyone for that matter.
Hi, how are you? Good, thanks for asking. What can I get for you today?
Officer 1 re-enters the store and approaches the front counter. Ivan is in the background, seemingly getting frustrated and just throwing food together as quickly as possible.
Excuse me, could I talk to whoever's in charge?
Yeah, I'll be with you in a second.
Doug is now on the line with Ivan, finishing an order. Doug hands the order out the window and runs over to the front counter.
Okay, 15 tacos. Anything else?
What can I get for you today?
If you wouldn't mind, can I ask you a few questions?
Is it possible to do this at a different time? We're really busy at the moment and we're short at the moment.
I really need to talk to you now about your account of what happened leading up to the altercations.
Alright. Ivan and Melissa, don't take any more orders after the last one you took. Finish whatever orders you took and then you can go. Hang out in the lobby until we open again.
Melissa looks pale, and it takes her a second to respond.
Okay, cool.
Melissa and Ivan sit down in the lobby, and Doug goes outside to talk to the officers.
If Melvin goes to jail, do you think he'll have to testify? I really don't want to have to testify in court.
Ivan shrugs.
Can you please talk to me? I just really need someone to talk to.
Ivan shakes his head no.
Why can't you just talk to me? Please.
Ivan grabs a napkin, takes a pen out of his pocket. He writes something on the napkin and hands it to Melissa.
This place is just a means of compensation for me. I prefer to leave my personal life at home and have no attachments to my place of business.
Ivan gives Melissa a thumbs up and walks back into the kitchen. Melissa begins to tear up. Doug walks back into the kitchen.
Man, why can't I just have a normal day here? You okay?
No, I'm not okay. I still work here.
It's not all bad working here.
I
How are you able to tell yourself that? I can't think it's actually true.
I mean, there are times I have enjoyed working here. Sure, not all the time. But I do have some good memories here.
Yeah, but are those few good memories worth all the shitty ones you make every day?
Not really. But I'm not here for memories. I'm here for the money. It helps me to know it's not a permanent thing.
But what if it is a permanent thing? I'm 18 and pregnant by a fucking low-life pedophile who I just got thrown into jail. I'm not even in fucking college. I might be stuck here the rest of my life.
Wait, Melvin is the father of your kid?
I really don't want to talk about that. I don't know if I can come here for even another day, but I have no choice because I can't afford to lose the income.
You are a good worker here. You make my life easier. But I think you should leave. You're only getting paid minimum. Any other place you could work, well, any other place you could work at will at least match that.
I appreciate that, but I'm stuck here for at least until I get hired at another job. I still have to apply to a bunch of places, wait for them to get back to me, do the training. Even after that, I probably won't get enough hours for a little while. I don't know how much more of this place I can physically take.
You shouldn't have to do that. You won't. There's $2,500 in the safe. I'm going to give you that money. And when they ask, I just try to blame it on Melvin.
I can't ask you to do that. What if you get in trouble? I can't ask you to pay any more money than you already have for this place.
There is so much fucked up shit that happens here daily. And I just let it happen because I convinced myself there isn't anything I can do to stop it. Maybe there was. Maybe there is. I can't keep standing here telling everyone who asks for a job how wonderful it is. I do that because it's my job. But every time I do it, it hurts me more and more.
Why don't you just quit then?
I have 2 more years of school. And then I'm out. Plus, I'm getting paid a couple dollars over minimum wage. There's nothing I would like more than to leave, but I only have to suffer through 2 more years here.
2 years is a long time.
Doug stares into space blankly.
I know.
Chapter 6. The Ticking Taco Clock. Introduction. Taco Bell kitchen. Day. Doug and Sarah enter into the middle of the office. Doug is sweeping the lobby when suddenly Sarah bursts into the door.
Doug, Tuesday morning, who could have taken the money that could have gotten into the safe? That could have gotten into the safe somehow when you weren't paying attention.
Oh, well, the only person that I couldn't keep track of was Elroy. But he doesn't have a safe code, so he couldn't have gotten in there. Besides, as much as it sucks, it's already over there. It's already over. There isn't anything we can do about it. Our checks already had the money deducted. And even if we found out it was Elroy, do you really think Lacey would do anything about it?
If there is even a slight possibility that we can get our money back, we have to take it. I'm not losing money because some middle-aged drunken kid factory stole it from, well, at the end of the day, me.
Alright, fine, I guess.
Alright,
We
but
can go talk to him.
alright, but give me a minute before we do.
There is a singular chair sitting in the office, a dangling, flickering light hanging from the ceiling. Doug and Sarah are standing next to each other in the door frame of the office.
This seems a bit excessive, don't you think?
No, this lowlife might have taken the money from me. I will not tolerate that on any level.
Okay, but where did you get that sketchy-ass light bulb from?
Let's just say my kids don't hide things from me.
Doug looks at Sarah with a frightened look on his face and turns around.
Elroy, get your ass in here!
Elroy stumbles into the office.
Take a seat.
Okay.
Elroy sits down on the floor.
You can't possibly think that's what she meant.
She said take a seat, so I sat down.
In the fucking chair, moron!
Elroy gets up off the ground and sits in the chair.
Why did you take the money from the safe on Tuesday?
We can't just straight up accuse the guy. What if he didn't take...
Oh shit, how did you guys know about that? Lacey told me not to tell you guys about it.
Sarah looks at Doug with a face that just has "I told you so" written all over it.
Wait, why the fuck did Lacey know you stole the money?
Cause she asked me to do it and gave me the code and shit.
Why the fuck would she do that?
I don't know, but wait a second. You You closed the night before that, didn't you?
Yeah, but that isn't important right now.
It's my turn to ask questions. Now, why the fuck was the oil bleeding?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh yeah, Tuesday morning when we came in, the fryer oil was blue. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, wait, why the fuck was it blue?
Doug crosses his arms and stands next to Elroy.
Doug, focus. And I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. The only answer I can give you is probably Kareem.
Elroy appears to be sitting thinking for a second.
You know, actually, that makes sense.
Doug nods his head.
Okay, now, why did Lacey have you take the money?
She didn't tell me why she did it. She said I would just get fired, and if I didn't do it.
What the fuck? That bitch.
Lacey walks up behind Sarah and Doug.
I would watch how you talk about your boss. She still does make your hours and all.
Why did you have Elroy steal the money and blame us?
As far as the records show, I didn't.
We will just tell Janice what you did, and we'll get our money back. We'll tell her how Vivian and Elroy stole $900.
It's funny that you think she will believe you. You have no evidence, and she's going to believe me, his general manager, over you two every day of the week. Elroy and Vivian aren't going to speak up for you because they want to keep their jobs.
I don't understand why you do it.
We were short on the budget, and it is survival of the fittest.
That doesn't mean you have to make us suffer.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it means. I worked my ass off to get to where I am now. A spot of power where I can sweep my mistakes under the rug. It is a privilege that you two just don't have, so go make sure the store is clean for when Janice comes later.
I don't think either of us can afford to lose $300 right now.
Well, that's okay, because you didn't. I took $450 out of both of your most recent checks on the account of my best manager being in jail.
What the fuck do we have to... Why the fuck do we have to cover for that? Fucking pedophile is a portion of it.
First of all, he is an alleged pedophile, and I need him back once he is out. So you're two paid into the story.
Fuck you, Lacey.
Doug walks out angrily.
People are more than ones and zeros. I know the higher-ups at Taco Town. I know the higher-ups at Taco Town see us as ones and zeros, and that's it. But that doesn't mean you have to, too. And you've made the last 4 years of my life a fucking living hell. You're supposed to be the boss, but you're never at the store. And when you are, you don't do shit. You're a lazy middle-aged crackhead who got lucky enough to get a high-paying job in fast food. So much shit that happens in this store is because you don't know how to run it. You don't care about anyone but yourself, and let everyone else here suffer because of it. The only reason I have to put up with your bullshit is because I am scared. I haven't worked any other job in my entire life. This is my first and only job I have ever had. Part of me is scared of what else is out there. And that fear is started to turn in me into acting like you. Telling people working here was a wonderful experience. And not giving a shit for the legitimate reasons people had to call out of work. I started to only care about how my day went. And that's not your fault, it's mine. And I don't know how you live with that. And how it does not eat you up inside. How do you not get out of bed in the morning? Fuck you, Lacey, I quit.
Doug smirks at the steering wheel. He's sitting in his car. He just yelled that whole statement into the steering wheel. The smile disappears.
Sorry, Lacey. You don't get to hear that one. Why waste my breath on you?
Doug rolls down his window and throws his store key out the window of his car. As his car backs up out of the parking lot, Doug drives away into the sunset. As the car drives off, you see different pieces of Taco Bell gear fly out the window of Doug's car. Lacey, Janice, and Ivan are in the kitchen.
Alright, is there anything else you need to see?
Yes, I just need to take a look inside of your safe. I know you had issues with employees losing money, but did you fix the issues?
Oh yeah, that's all taken care of. All those shift leads paid their dues, and then I paid out of pocket to have the cameras fixed so something like that won't happen again.
That's great to hear. I love the initiative.
Janice opens up the safe and has a confused look on her face.
You're There isn't any cash in here. Where's all the money that there should be? There should be 2,500 cash in here.
What do you mean? It should be even. I fixed it yesterday.
Take a look for yourself, Miss Lacey.
Lacey looks in the safe and is stunned.
Somebody must have taken it yesterday after I left. It was probably Doug. We can probably just take it out of his next paycheck.
How do you lose a large sum of money 2 times in 1 week? That is completely unacceptable management.
Listen, it was obviously stolen. I will get to the bottom of this and I will find out what happened.
There shouldn't be a problem for you to solve. You should never have allowed this to happen in the first place.
Doug is the only other person that would have touched it yesterday besides me. So it must have been him. We would just have to take the money out of his paycheck like we did the last time.
Well, what evidence do you have linking him to the missing money then?
Ivan over there was here last night. He should know what happened to the money.
Janice walks over to Ivan.
Hi, excuse me, sir. Do you know what happened to the money from the safe from last night?
Lacey took it, told me to blame Doug.
You fucking liar. You will be paying every cent out of that $2,500. You better watch your fucking step, Lacey. I will be watching you like a hawk.
Janice leaves the store. Lacey walks over to Ivan.
Why the fuck did you just lie? What is your fucking problem, you asshole?
Ivan shrugs at Lacey and then flips her off.
Fuck you, Ivan. Don't fuck with me. You're fired.
Ivan pumps his fist in triumph and dances his way out of the store. Lacey sits down in the office in defeat. Lacey gets in her car and pulls out of the parking lot. As she's pulling out, Doug's store key that he threw out of the window pops her tire. Lacey's tire slowly deflates, and she is unaware of it as she drives off.